Hello, 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 hello. It's time for Fairyloot. Hi. We have the March box of Fairyloot. Yeah, these are like a month behind schedule. It is what it is. Let's take a sneak peek and, ooh, that looks cute. Move our little squishy puffs out of the way. Okay, this is exciting. We have oven mitts. And look how cute they are. This Poison Heart oven mitts. So we have this nice grippy stuff here. This is great because I have a couple of oven mitts, but they're getting a bit old. I've got a hole in one of them, so that one needs to be thrown out. So this is actually like perfect timing. And now we can take a look at the spoiler card. That is kind of gorgeous right there. Eternal Embrace is the theme. Our next thing up is what appears to be a pencil case. Tin. Whoops. Empty inside. Oh, and that's come unlatched from the hinge. Well, that's not cool. I'll have to try to fix that later. It is pretty. If I can get it fixed, then it's usable. Next we have Foul Lady Fortune enamel magnet. That's pretty. So instead of a pin, they've done a magnet, and so you could stick it on your fridge or whatever. Looks like a lovely potion or poison bottle. We have this envelope that says A Dowry of Blood book tabs. I don't use book tabs as much as I would like to, so maybe this will inspire me. They are very pretty. I don't know if any of you have read A Dowry of Blood. It is very dark and gothic and creepy and bloody. I like the designs on the book tabs. I'm going to peel one off and see how sticky it is, because that does make a difference as to whether I'll be interested in using them. It seems to have pretty good grip. I just stuck it here. Some tabs are so cheaply made that you can tell just immediately that they're not going to stick to anything. I have a lovely box right here. Eternal Embrace vase. Is this going to be a like see-through one? Like, it is. So there it is. It is really pretty. Eternal Embrace of the Night. Very nice. Also, the box is quite lovely, and it's a good size. I might use that to keep like scraps in, or what was I thinking of? I needed to find a box for the other day. Book plates. I ordered some book plates, and it would be nice to have like a box to keep them in. All right, we've got the book next. I'm going to slide out the newsletter. We'll look at that in a minute. And get the bookmark out. Matches our theme card. Here's your sneak peek. I think that's the bottom of the book. Let's pull it out. Oh, we got a dagger here. And Where Shadows Meet by Patrice Caldwell. True love requires sacrifice. Oh, okay. Not what I was expecting to see on the inside. So let's take a look at the reverse dust jacket first. Okay, that's quite lovely. So I'm going to show you the thing that surprised me. Actually, just kidding. I'll show you that in a second. We're going to take a look at the silver foiling here. We've got the title and author on the front, and then on the back we have this, and it says, "You have no idea what I've done for love, just as you have no idea what you may one day do." The colors on the end papers are what surprised me. Blue and gold and white, and just like it was very light compared to what I was expecting to see. We have two girls embracing, so I'm guessing these are going to be our romantic heroines, perhaps. Oh, we have two different girls at the end. Maybe? So I did a quick look to see if there was a map. There isn't, but there is a family tree. Usually when books have these here we have quite a few complicated relationships, so it's nice to have. We'll read the letter. Dear Fairyloot reader, this was the book I wasn't supposed to write. If any of you are writers, you'll understand the way a story can sneak up on you and take hold of your every thought. It's happened to me before. I was supposed to be writing another book that I was certain would finally get me an agent. I queried. Well, I can't even remember how many query letters I wrote from age 19 to 24. It had to be hundreds, but writing is an adventure. I never finished that book, the one I'd pinned all my dreams on. Instead, I started another one, a book that I thought was too ambitious for me to write, but I wrote it anyway and grew as a writer as I did. That book got me my first agent, but it would take 3 years and 3 agents for it to sell to a publisher, and 4 more years to become the book I needed it to be. Oh man, that's a long wait. Where Shadows Meet is a story ushered forth by my lifelong love of vampires. By the many vampire books, shows, and films I obsessed over growing up. Blade, Queen of the Damned, both the novel and the film. I actually wrote this book to the soundtrack. And yes, I am obsessed with AMC's Immortal Universe Series 2. Underworld, Vampire Academy, Twilight, Dracula, True Blood, and so many more. It's also a story centering versions of the girl I was and the young woman I'd become. Girls who'd never felt good enough for their mothers or this world. Girls who'd give anything to go back and change the past. To do better, to be better, to reconstruct what they thought were their fates. Girls who didn't like what they saw in the mirror, and when you read the second book and finish the series, the girls who seized their happily ever after by first falling in love with and embracing themselves. I hope you love Where Shadows Meet, this book of my heart, and I hope you remember that you too are deserving of love in whatever form you'd like it to be. Vampires. Let's read the Dust Jacket synopsis. Once long ago, a girl named Favre sacrificed her wings for love. Thana, the young goddess she so willingly gave them up for, sacrificed that same love for power, but everything has a cost. Favre never got over the loss of her wings, and Thana's choice led to a life of eternal light and later their destruction. Favre has bided her time ever since, waiting for the chance to resurrect the girl she loves who turned her into the creature she hates. Now, 1,000 years later, Layla, the crown prince of a vampire nation, must travel to Nekros, the island of the dead, when her best friend is captured during an attack on the capital. Along with Naja, a fierce, beautiful seer, and the last person she expected to help her, Layla forges down a dangerous path intent on saving her friend. But nothing is as it seems. The closer she gets to her goal, the more she risks awakening an ancient evil and destroying everything she holds dear. So, the girls in the end papers at the front and the back. So, one of the couples must be Favre and Thana, and the other one, Layla and Naja, maybe? Alright, we're going to take a look at the tarot cards, and I'm not thinking that these are inspired by this book we just looked at. It says, Rosemary as 9 of Planets and Dimitri as the 10 of Planets from Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead. Interesting, because the past several months they've done the tarot cards based on the featured book. Interesting. Alright, we're going to look at the newsletter just to see what next month's theme is. So for April, Hexed Hearts is the theme, and it says, in this box you'll find items inspired by the Crimson Moth, the Raven Boys, Little Thieves, a very exciting fandom neutral item, and overlays for the book of the month. It will include our next set of foiled character bookmarks as well as a highly requested item we have not done before. Since I am just doing Fairyloot for bookish subscription boxes lately, it does seem like forever between boxes. And I know it's just because I just have one box, you know, so I have to wait a whole entire month for another one. And I'd love to do more, but at the same time, like, I don't know if I can justify the expense at this point. I bought a new car last August, and, you know, life in general is just getting more and more expensive, so it'll just have to be Fairyloot for now. So my favorite item is going to be the oven mitts. How about you guys? What did you like the best? Have you been reading much lately? And if you have, what kind of things have you been reading? If you want to leave me a comment just to let me know that you are here but aren't sure what to say, go ahead and put an emoji of a vampire. I think there's a vampire emoji somewhere amongst the emoji choices. If not, an emoji of your choice. And we'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful, magical, and bookish day. Happy reading. Adios.